UFC manager claims Sean O'Malley's next fight will be for the title, but not against new champ Merab Dvalishvili. After dropping his bantamweight title to Merab this past weekend, Sugar revealed that he is set to have an extended stint on the sidelines as he requires hip surgery in October, whilst the UFC will likely move to make Merab against Umar Nurmagomedov next for the bantamweight title. Sean O'Malley's next fight after recovering from surgery will apparently be for that shiny gold belt. At least that's according to veteran manager Ali Abdelaziz, Umar's agent, who told Brett Okamoto that once the undefeated Dagestani captures the belt, he'll offer the next title shot to Suga. Ali said, "I would like Sean O'Malley to do this. Take as much time as he wants off, and I believe Umar will beat Merab. And after, then Umar will give him a title shot coming off a loss. I think Sean O'Malley is one of the biggest stars in the sport. This is a business about making money, and I think O'Malley deserves a title shot coming off a loss. Do you know why? Because Sean makes everyone in the division money, not Merab and not Umar yet." Abdelaziz believes that it won't take long for Umar to reach the same level of star power as O'Malley, although he did note that it would help if the undefeated Dagestani started trash talking a little more. Umar has 2 billion people behind his back. He's going to be the second Khabib. He doesn't talk much. He needs to trash talk a little bit more like Khabib did, but Umar is special. Veteran referee Herb Dean was assigned to officiate the highly anticipated UFC 306 main event at Noche UFC, where Sean O'Malley lost his bantamweight title to Merab Dvalishvili in a 5-round beatdown inside the Sphere. Dean got involved early when Merab started talking to O'Malley's corner, particularly coach Tim Welch, forcing the ref to step in and cool things down. Moments later, Herb warned the Machine for repeatedly kissing O'Malley's back while controlling him on the ground, something that had the audience buzzing. As the fight progressed, Dean continued to make his presence felt by constantly urging more action, even while Merab maintained dominant grappling positions. While fans were already debating his calls, things escalated when Dean did the same in the final moments of the fight, with both fighters on their feet. This decision sparked a wave of criticism from commentators and fans alike, with many questioning whether Dean had crossed the line by disrupting the flow of the bout. Now he finds himself at the center of intense online backlash, with people questioning his judgment and involvement. During a recent episode of the Jackson podcast, former UFC champion TJ Dillashaw looked back on the events that unfolded inside the Sphere. TJ didn't hold back, hinting that Herb Dean might have had a bias toward O'Malley, even going as far as suggesting the ref's decisions felt like he had money riding on the champ. "It's complete bullshit," TJ said. "You can't tell 2 fighters to work when they're on their feet. I could run circles if I wanted to. You can't tell me to go and work. It's not like I'm stalling against the cage. We're striking, and you're telling me to work. Like, I might run into something now because you're coaching me on how I am supposed to fight. The ref shouldn't be involved like that. I thought it was very weird. It was almost like he had money on O'Malley." Dillashaw continued, "It was like he wanted Merab to keep going so O'Malley could catch him with something. It was weird." UFC commentator Jon Anik also reacted to this situation.
As far as the 5th and final round was concerned and Herb Dean's continuous verbals for these fighters to work, it was tremendously off-putting to me, certainly to Joe Rogan. And Kenny, I'm not sure exactly why those imperatives were coming from Herb Dean at this stage of the fight. It was not Merab Dvalishvili being exercising timidity or anything like that.
Yes.
You know, he was up 4-0 potentially. He had the fight in the bag, and I don't know, it just seemed to me that Herb Dean was injecting himself in the fight in a way that he didn't need to. Even though I really do love him as a human being, I have to be critical on a live mic, and I believe he absolutely deserved that criticism.
Dana White reacts to Jon Jones's retirement talk. Dana White isn't putting too much weight behind Jones's retirement talk, even when it's coming straight from Jones. Since Bones announced his return in late 2022, he's been laser focused on winning the UFC heavyweight title and defending it against Stipe, the heavyweight GOAT in terms of title defenses. After that, according to his training camp, Jones plans to retire undefeated, leaving behind an undeniable legacy. Following UFC 306, Jones reaffirmed this plan, telling light heavyweight champ Alex Pereira that his fighting days were almost over. He even told a reporter, "This is going to be the last time, the last time." Despite all this, Dana doesn't seem convinced that John's really done. Following Tuesday night's Contender Series event, Dana said he hadn't spoken to Jones about it. Why speak to him after this event? You gotta figure out what's gonna happen in this this UFC 309 fight. White said, "We'll see how this fight plays out, and then we'll go from there." White believes Jones can be convinced to stick around and fight against current interim champion Tom Aspinall, who, by the way, White confirmed is the official backup should anything happen to Jones or Stipe. Dana also said you can forget any talk of Jones facing someone else in case he sticks around and continues fighting. Tom Aspinall is next in line for anything that happens after this fight, he said. Merab Dvalishvili believes Deiveson FIgueiredo is more dangerous than Umar Nurmagomedov. Merab will fight whoever the UFC puts in front of him. He just hopes they choose Figgy. In his post-fight press conference, Merab said he wants to fight former flyweight champion FIgueiredo, saying it would be his 5th former champion in a row. But a few days removed from that, and Merab wants to make it clear he won't say no to Umar if offered. "Bring it here, bro, bring it," Dvalishvili said when DC asked him about fighting Umar on his YouTube channel. "Bring it here, I know he's your guy." When asked why he wants to fight FIgueiredo, Merab explained, "Yeah, because he's a more value guy, I think. He's a more dangerous guy. It excites me more. But I fight the best of the best. I fought Jose Aldo, Petr Yan, Henry Cejudo, and even other guys, the top guys. You think I'm scared or choose my opponent? No. Who do you think the Georgian champion should defend his belt against? Leave your comments below." Sean O'Malley plans to take an extended break after losing the bantamweight title to Merab Dvalishvili this past Saturday. "I probably won't fight for probably 9 months, 10 months, maybe a year," O'Malley said on his YouTube channel. "It's going to be a while. People are going to have to watch the UFC without the Sugar Show for a little bit, but then maybe they'll realize we had it. It was fun. No one's next. I've got to get healthy, and that's it. I'm going to actually heal up from injuries and take my time to come back." In a separate chat with the streamer Aiden Ross, O'Malley revealed the reason for his extended break after the loss to Merab this past Saturday night. "I have surgery on October 3rd. I tore my labrum like 10 weeks ago." O'Malley said, "You have a labrum in both your shoulders and in your hips. I tore my left labrum in my hip, so I've got to get surgery. That's the only reason I'm going to be out for so long. The surgery should only take 2 months to come back from, and then it will take a couple of months of recovery. So a year's a long time. It could be 6 to 8 months, but I'm kind of just going with the flow. You never know. The UFC won't be the same without me." Great fight week. Best weight cut. Felt good, no excuses, O'Malley said. "My mom too, she says, you just weren't the same. What was wrong?" "Nothing, I just got beat. There was nothing. Everyone keeps asking me. Something seemed off, something different. You were flat-footed." I was like, there was nothing. Zero excuses, nothing. Had a good fight camp, good weight cut. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for daily MMA news.